Alright, so I wanted to build a new tank. This is my tank design right now, and it does a wonderful job. It really does. I can't complain about it at all. The only thing I don't like is I can't clean the liquid from time to time, or I can't filter it out. So I found this on sale. It's kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to add a light to the bottom. Here's a little, love this thing right here. It's probably going to get clogged within a week, but we're going to try it out. And it feels like it's definitely plastic, but it feels pretty sturdy. So I thought I would show you how to upgrade, or how I would design a tank from this thing. I did design this tank, and I found out a lot about things. One, a big tank is not very good. Okay. So it's really slow. No one, there's some people online that were talking about like leaving a ring in for like 12 hours, and I was like baffled about how that works. So, yeah, I can understand it if you're building a tank this big. So here's my hand compared to the tank. Some people have bigger tanks than this even. This tank right here, I could put one ring in, or I can put 12 in, and it takes about probably 4 to 5 hours. And it puts out some pretty good stuff. That's with the right setup for electricity, and the fact that I've got it grounded in many locations, and I got it my positive leads in several locations, and I got them all coming from the source. I got lamp cord for any DC current, and I got these for any kind of grounding. These are kind of cool. I think these are just mainly for decoration more than anything else. Mad sciencey looking. But we're gonna upgrade or make another tank over here, because I want to keep this tank going. I'm going to put this pretty blue liquid into this one and build it up to be kind of cool. So we'll see. Welcome to the build. Okay, so how do we get all the water or liquid into this? Well, I got this thing. I'll keep it pinned up here. This is my pump. And all you do is attempt to do this with one arm, which is fun. So there we go. And now all I do is have to go like this. I'm going to a couple times pump it. And you can see, anytime you pump it, liquid comes out. Woo! That's how I've been cleaning my tanks. Once in a while I'll just squeeze this into a funnel with a coffee filter. But now it comes out a tap. Alright, so I'm going to transfer the magical blue liquid over to the other tank. Alright, so there we go. Now, the volume of your tank really does play a lot into it. So you see this one's got a large volume on it. It's a little bit smaller, definitely smaller. So what I do not want to do is fill this whole thing with liquid, because I would have to have a lot of current going through this thing in order for it to work. It has tons to do with it, I found out. Again, science says 4 hours, 5 hours, or 4 to 5 hours. This one took 12 hours or more, so hopefully this one takes a little bit of either one. That way I can put like 2 sets of rings going on, so maybe 2 bars. So what I'm going to do is, just like this one, I'm going to drill a hole right here and right here and right there and right there, so that I could take these bars out and put the bars in here. Alright, so that's my next deal. So I'm not going to fill this all the way up. I'm going to drill right about here. That way they dangle in. Another nice thing about this is I will be able to maybe put a lid on it, and I'll drill some. I'll get some holes that are 3/4 so that pipes can go down in there maybe or something. I don't know. We'll see. Inventing this as I go. Watch. Watch. Oh, yeah. Already leaking. Yeah, good times. So I'm going to back this up and then tighten that bolt maybe and back. Important when drilling through plastic, especially of the cheap variety, always start out with a small drill bit. And nice and slow. And at the angle of the glass. So burn right through that. The bit is actually really sharp, but I'm not putting any pressure whatsoever on that thing. If I was using my other hand, I'd put my finger on the other side just slightly, just to gauge the slowness. I can kind of feel it from here, even though I'm using one hand for this. Go. Okay, not so bad. Then I'll enlarge it with the other one. It actually worked out quite well. That's how I drilled the first ones over there. So now I'll use a 1/4 inch. That way I can use 6-gauge copper. Absolutely love these Harbor Freight clamps. So I put one Harbor Freight clamp going this way and one Harbor Freight clamp going this way. These are cheap. I think they're 50 cents each. Look at that. You can move them around now. There's my bar that goes through there, and I can pull in and out so I can clean it. And I can set these to the depth I want, so if I see it starting to eat away, I can just lower it a little bit more. Good times. Turned out pretty good. Now to connect everything together. For connecting things together, I use these. Okay, so solid core wire. And I love that. It looks very Frankensteinish. You don't have to put a coil there. I just did coil. I do like how I don't have to keep cutting copper. I could just lower it down into the bath as needed until it's all shrunk up. I will have to worry about, let's say it gets to a certain length like this. How am I going to dangle that in? And I connect these two together. So I like this. Here's my positive lead. It's going to go here all the way around. So I'm going to have a positive lead here and a positive lead here, completing a nice circuit. And here I'll attach the ground here, a spring here, just like that, and I'll attach my negative here and my negative here. Okay, so that's what I got so far. I'm going to keep continuing. Alright, so that's it. Yeah, love those things. They need some electricity and stuff going down from above. All in all, turns out to be a really good build. I love this. This is cool. So now I can drain this into a coffee filter. and rinse out the tank from time to time in case some weird impurities get into it or get some dead bugs. Who knows? Again, it really helps to have this. Okay, split off your leads, attach them to multiple places, keep that keep that circuit circulating. Hope you enjoyed.